What's up, everybody? Double P here. Welcome back to today's live trading session. And in today's live trading session, what I'm going to go over are the 4 things that you need to learn to be able to make $7,000 in the stock market today in live trading. So that's 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 things that you need to learn to make $7,000 in the stock market today using options as our weapon of choice. So double P right here, let's get into it. So the stock that I picked today, and I'm going to show you why I picked this stock today, is the 4 things you need to learn is number 1 is you need to have a stock. Let's go look at the stock right here. It is a DLTR, which is a Dollar Tree. First thing you need to have is you need to have a stock that has been beaten up. It's been on a downtrend and it has a reversal. And you know when it has a reversal, with the reversal there comes a catalyst, a major catalyst that the market loves. There's high market sentiment and the market wants to take action with it. So that's the number 1 thing that you need to learn when it comes to how to make $7,000 in one day in the stock market. And that was literally maybe about 2 hours. I'll look at the order fill in a second, but I wanted to get that over to you. So that's the first thing. A stock that's been beaten up. It was on a downward trend. It had a reversal. Then it also had a nice big news or a nice big catalyst on it that the market extremely loved. That's number 1. Number 2 is you got to make sure that the trend is there, and you got to make sure that you're going to stay inside of the trend to make sure that you can ride the momentum of that actual stock trade. So let's go take a look at this right here with step number 2. So let's come over here. Let's come over to Dollar Tree. And let's go over to, we're going to hit the, we're on the 5-minute chart right now, but we're going to drop down to the 1 month. Let's come over here. Where am I here? The 1 month, 1 day candle. So you can see everything right here. So this is what I'm talking about right here. As you can see right here, the stock is coming right down in a classic staircase type pattern. You can see it right here. It's just making higher lows and higher lows. And then we have an ultimate pivot point right here. Then we see a nice big candle right here. This is a big fat buying candle with a reversal. And then we have our uptrend. You can see here in the TTM squeeze that the reversal is right here. The histogram is dropping to let you know that the reversal is coming. And then we're looking on the Sunday momentum oscillator, and you can see the oscillator right here has just broke right over the 0 line, meaning we're going up into a bullish momentum. And this is on the 1 month, 1 day, so the daily charts. That's kind of what you want to see, right? So let's move over here, and we're going to go to the 2-day, 1 hour candle, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about right here. So let's come over here. Now you see here in the TTM squeeze, we just fired hard on the TTM squeeze here. Here was the reversal. When you look at the reversal, you see that big red dot there, and then we fired green, and the histogram, we just blew up. And on the oscillator here, we're targeting and we're above, and then we see the nice big slope right here for that action. So that's number 2, is looking for the uptrend. So let's go over to the today on the 5-minute chart, and you can see here, this is when I start to look at taking a position. So this is when I start to look at getting my setup. I look at the 5-minute, I look at the 1 hour chart because I want to do intraday trading. So I'm looking at the intraday charts, and I'm going on the 1 hour intraday chart. Then I drop down. I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. I look at the 5-minute chart for my setup to be able to go in and execute on my trade on the 1 minute candle. So that's the third thing you need to be able to do, is make sure you take the proper setup and you're going into the setup. So you're trading with the trend, you're trading on a major catalyst, you're trading on a stock that's been beaten up. It's one on a downward trend, it's reversed, it's in a bullish momentum, everything is firing. Now you're ready to go into the trade and take your position. That's the third thing that you need. So if you look at over here, here's where I sit at the market open at 9:30, all the way up over here to about 950, 940, 950, and I'm looking at these bullish green candles, and then I wait for the consolidation right here, and then on that consolidation pattern, I see right here we have a hammer right here. So we see the hammer. Then we have that candle of indecision, or a shooting star, or a doji. It doesn't kind of know what's going on. And as you can see here, the TTM squeeze is fired right there on the 5-minute. And then we have our nice big bullish green candle to enter on the 5-minute chart, and that's exactly what I did. Right, so that's the third thing. The fourth thing that you need to learn to make $7,000 is to ride the trend, stay into the trend, and take profit as you're scaling out. As this stock is moving and breaking higher highs, that's when you want to start to take your profits. Now, because I saw the way the chart was forming and I saw the way the chart was developing, I decided to wait for my profit potential, which was 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. I still stayed in the trade at 50%, and I exited around 65% of my option. All right, so, or actually a little bit more. So you'll see that right there. That was the fourth thing that you need to be able to take and make $7,000 inside of the market, in the stock market, using options as our weapon of choice. You want to be able to make sure that you're taking profit as you're scaling out with the trade, and as the price action is moving, you want to be able to make sure you're taking profit at 20%, 30%, 40%. Leave a little bit of meat on the bone and let it ride, playing with the house money or the market money, or continuing to make sure and monitor, because you know exactly how the way the momentum is riding, that you're going to be just going with that wave and riding it on higher highs. So what did we do here? Well, you can see it right here. Let's come over here to the text alert, first of all, that I sent to my members. So let's scroll over here. We'll keep this in the position here. You'll see exactly what I sent out to my Platinum Trader members, which is, look, this is a momentum trade. I bought the October 1st, 21 DLTR 98 strike calls. I paid approximately $173. That was my limit order for this call, and I bought 30 contracts. Well, this is the exact template that I send out to my Platinum Trader members. Now, obviously, I have bigger accounts, so this is a guideline for my members to follow to be able to enter and exit their trades. And as you can see here, I'm looking for plus 40% profit, and I got a tight 12% stop loss on this particular option trade. Not on the stock. I'm not looking for 40% for the stock to move, because the stock's not going to move 40%. I mean, it would be great if it did. I'm doing options. We're option traders. So we're looking for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60% on the option to move. So that's the fourth thing you need to understand is when we trade and we're trading options, I'm not worrying about the stock. I'm not worrying about the stock going 40%. Let me just put this down here so that you can see that there. It's not saying I'm not worried. I'm just saying, look, here we are. Dollar Tree hit 16, it hit 17%. At the high, it was at 17%. Now it's at 16%. We're doing live trading here. So I'm not looking for the stock to make a 40% move in one day. That'd be great if we're doing that. But this stock, at the time, it was like at $98, right? So I don't know a lot of people that can buy a $98 per share stock and buy a whole bunch of it to be able to make an incremental or big move inside of a day for this to happen. So that's why we trade options, because options are 100 times more leverage for us to be able to make $7,000 in one day. So keep that in mind. So after we did that, you'll see here, let me come over to my order fill. So you'll see the order fill right here. We'll move that over here so that you see exactly what's happening. So I entered the trade at actually 138. That's when I bought. That's when I bought my trade, and when it was at 9:58, and then I got out at 11:10. So basically, an hour and 10 minutes I was in this trade. I sold my 50 contracts because, like I said, I have bigger accounts. So when I send out a trade alert, that's a basic trade alert that I send out that my members should be able to follow because I can see what they have in their accounts. If you have a bigger account, you can scale into the trade. If you have a smaller account, then you take less contracts. But this is the minimum that I send out that I think most of my members, my average member, should be able to handle, right? So you'll see there exactly when I got in and I got out. That was basically literally an hour and maybe an hour and 8 minutes inside of that trade. So let's look at that right now. Let me come down here because I was talking to you on my order fill. Let's go over 958. So we'll see that right there. That's at 9:58 and 11:10. So let's see what happened at 9:58. So let's drop down on the 5 minute. So let's do this. So let's go over here to 10:55, 9:55. So again, right around here, this was when I took my entry point, right? So I'm looking at this uptrend right here. I'm looking at this consolidation right here. And then I'm looking at right here on this hammer candle and this indecision, but I knew it was, look at the volume here, look at the histogram, look at the TTM squeeze, and look at what we're firing right here on the momentum oscillator. I knew this was going to turn into a beautiful trade and just continue to go up and up and up. So that's why I entered the trade. So let's go down on the 1 minute candle so that you can see exactly what's going on here with the entry point. So let's go over here, move this over to, scroll back over here so that you can just see it. So at 9:58, right here, this is when I took my trade, and then you can see what happened. Now this is a little bit of pain that most traders, they probably would have got stopped out, or they would have said to themselves, ooh, I don't like what's going on here. But you want to know why? This is the fourth thing in a conjunction of all the other four things I'm telling you about, is this is how we map out our support and our resistance levels to be able to know, you know what, this is going to bounce. So this is what happened right here in this area. This is what it bounces, right? So we go over here, we see what's happening here. It bounced off of support and it continued just to move up, and it worked its way up into a higher high on literally almost every other candle, right? So we can see that on the 1 minute candle, how we stay into the trade. So let's come over here, and then you can see what I did in an hour and basically 8 minutes. So this is how you make almost $7,000. So I ended the day with $6,950. That was a plus 28,000% increase on the stock, on the option that moved for this particular stock right there. And as you see here, I got to put this down here so nobody takes my stuff, and my stuff is all copyrighted. So let's come over here so that you can see exactly what's going on here, because I put the option, so you can see it right here, the DLTR October 1st, 21st, 98 call option. You can see the option right here is inside of the actual chart. So I can look at the option on this side, and on this side, I'm looking at the stock. I mapped out my support and my resistance. I'm looking at what's going on. And then if you want over here, we scroll down on this particular entry point right here. So roughly, let's go down to this area right around here for the entry, right? Now this is the big entry, so let's just go on a 1 minute chart here. So we're looking at, on the 1 minute chart, so the entry point right around here, right? So you see what happens, a little bit of pain, and then all of a sudden we just rip and we take off. So I hope you enjoyed this video on the 4 things that you need to learn to be able to make almost $7,000 in the stock market. This can be repeatable. This is predictable. This is repeatable. This is something that anybody can do if you're interested in doing it. What you need to do is, number 1, look at a stock that's been beaten up. Look at a stock that's been going down. It's been on a downward trend. Look at the key reversal point. Look for a bullish hammer. Look for a bullish reversal. Look at the indicators. Look at the squeeze. Look for a catalyst, a really strong catalyst. Now, if you're wondering, well, what was the catalyst that made Dollar Tree blow up today? Well, let's go over here and let's go over to the live news so you can see exactly what the catalyst was. So what was the catalyst today on Dollar Tree? Well, here was the catalyst right here. Dollar Tree is doing a buyback program, right? They're buying back their shares. What happens when with a S&P 200 company wants to buy back their shares? Does that not give you confidence inside of the stock with especially good fundamentals? You know, a stock is undervalued, and the company, the board of directors have said, you know what, we're going to buy back our shares. Does that give you confidence inside of that stock to be able to say to yourself, this is a great news catalyst, right? Dollar Tree increases share repurchase authorization to 2.5 billion. That's quite a bit of stock, right? Right? And then you have these different little headlines right here. And then all of a sudden you see Dollar Tree's stock is jumping. Why is Dollar Tree's stock jumping? Look at the news headlines that are coming out. That's why it's trading higher today, right? The market reacted positively to this buyback program, right? This is a solid stock. This is a solid fundamental stock that's been beaten down. It's undervalued, and it's time to go in and buy it. Now, would I buy it long term? Probably I would buy it long term, because Dollar Tree is it's one of those consumer staple stocks. Everyone's got $1. Everyone's got $2. Everyone's got $3. Everybody goes to the dollar store. There's all sorts of household items inside the dollar store for you to get, right? It's like the ghetto version of Walmart. So why wouldn't you buy a stock like that, right? So, I mean, to dig deeper into the fundamentals, we can do that on another video. But on today's video, I'm telling you the catalyst that you need, the 4 things that you need to be able to blow up on a stock to make $7,000 a day in the stock market, and which you've seen that I've done. I was $50 off, so $69.50 to be exact. So with that being said, if you guys like more of this information, you want to be able to join our Platinum Traders, join my group. I have hundreds of members inside of my group that we are consistently, profitably moving into the market, taking what we want out of the market, extracting capital out of the market whenever we trade, which is pretty much each and every day. If you like to be part of that, if you want to know more, then please smash the like button. You want to share this video with your other trading friends or other community friends, because you've seen, if you're looking at my playlist, you've seen a really good track record that I've put up so far. I only do 1 trade a day, max maybe 2. That's another reason why you want to be able to join our group, is because we don't take 10, 15, 20 trades in a day. We don't do that. We want to be highly profitable. We want to take high probability profitable trades inside of the Platinum Beta Traders group, right? That's what we want to do inside of our group, right? We want to take highly profitable trades, and that's what we do. So if you like that information and you want to get more, somewhere on this video, you're going to see a link. To click the link, you're going to go over to my website. If you want to do that, you're going to look at, there's going to be some more free training for you. I'm going to give you like 2 hours of free training where you can see me going to the markets live and trade live. If you like that, then further click after that button, and then you go over to the sales page, the VSL. It's super ugly. I made it that way for a particular reason, because I just want to make sure I get the best people inside of the group, people that are actually want to trade, want to learn options trading, and you buy. If you want to continue to stay on the channel, which is going to be free, all free videos, live training, you're going to learn a ton from me. And eventually, I hope you become a customer, because I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm helping you to be able to make money inside of the stock market. And with options trading, which is 100% more leverage. So if you like all of that kind of stuff, who knows? Maybe eventually you'll want to become a customer because you want to be getting in on these profitable trades that I send out pretty much on a day-to-day basis to my members. We don't take 10, 15 trades. We don't take 5 trades in a day. We take 1 or 2 trades max in a day. That's it. You don't need to disperse your capital all over the place when you're not supposed to be dispersing your capital. So with that being said, my name is Double P. Like this video, smash the like button. Please subscribe. Please share with all your friends and stick around for the next video. You'll see it there on the playlist. That being said, I'll see you in the profit zone. Take care, everybody.